What if I told you that one of the most powerful politicians in America, Nancy Pelosi, has been using her political power to make millions in the stock market while you struggle with inflation? This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's cold hard facts. And today, we're exposing it all.
In this short time period between Election Day and Inauguration Day, Nancy and Paul Pelosi made a whopping $38 million in stock trades.
$38 million in just a few months. You think that's luck? No. That's what happens when you have inside knowledge of future government policies before the public does. Pelosi's husband, Paul, isn't some Wall Street genius. He's just married to one of the most powerful people in Washington.
The question now is how and why? Now, obviously, Paul Pelosi doesn't serve on Capitol Hill. Because he's married to former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, they're required to disclose their collective stock trades. And Paul seems to have a real knack for it. On December 31st, 2024, he sold $24 million worth of Apple stock. And on the same day, he also sold $5 million worth of artificial intelligence computer chip maker NVIDIA. Stock was 138, so Pelosi sells $5 million worth of stock. Today, less than a month later, it's closed at 118, a 13% drop since Pelosi unloaded. Now, here's where
Notice how perfectly timed these trades are. Apple and NVIDIA, two of the biggest tech companies, suddenly drop in value right after Pelosi dumps her shares. Either she's the greatest investor of all time, or she knew something we didn't.
Now, here's where it gets tricky. Apparently, the stock trading prowess of the Pelosi family is so widely known that there is an X account called the Nancy Pelosi Stock Tracker. Close to 900,000 followers can keep tabs on what the Pelosis are buying and selling, presumably in order to copycat their own way to financial success. And that could be making the Pelosi trades have even more of an impact on the market.
Pelosi's stock trading is so shady that people literally created an entire account just to track what she buys and sells. And guess what? Those who copy her moves are making insane profits. That alone should tell you she's trading with knowledge the public doesn't have.
Nancy Pelosi's been asked a number of times over the years whether members of Congress and their spouses investing in the market is a sort of conflict of interest. This is from 2021.
Should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one. This is a free market and people, we are a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
A free market? Yeah, maybe for her and her billionaire friends. But Pelosi wants you to believe this is fair, while she exploits her insider knowledge to make sure she wins every time. Regular people get arrested for insider trading, but when politicians do it, nothing happens.
Some fellow Democrats don't agree. Liberal Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was a guest on Jon Stewart's podcast on Friday. She never mentioned Pelosi by name. It's not hard to read between the lines.
There need to be Democrats who walk the walk and talk the talk. There is an insane amount of hypocrisy. For example, I think one of the most biggest examples of this is insider trading in Congress.
Even AOC, who's on the same political team as Pelosi, is calling out the insane hypocrisy of insider trading in Congress. When politicians from both sides admit there's a problem, you know it's out of control. And think about what she just said. They all know insider trading is happening, but instead of fixing it, they just pretend it's not a big deal because they're all making money.
I don't know if I do I give snaps? I don't know what the kids do anymore, but dude. Yes.
Joining us now is Chris Josephs. The tech entrepreneur has operated the Nancy Pelosi Stock Tracker on X since January of 21, is currently the co-founder of Autopilot. Thanks a lot for coming on the show. Appreciate it. So why did you start this?
For two reasons. One, we wanted to call out the hypocrisy of them trading because, we were watching them consistently make trades. They weren't going to ban themselves. And we were like, look, let's create a way to call them out. And then two, we wanted to make some money. It turned out as a cool joke to start following them. And then when you started realizing holy crap, time after time, they would buy, stocks would go up, they would sell, stocks would go down.
Pelosi stock moves are so predictable that people literally copy her trades and make millions. If that's not proof of insider trading, I don't know what is.
Let's create the first way to actually invest alongside them. And that's exactly what we did.
So let me ask you, is there a Paul Pelosi effect, meaning the cause and effect, right? So Paul Pelosi invests in it. That leads to all these other people then also investing, right? And so that potentially, I guess, could make the stock price go up.
Yeah. So we've been tracking her again since 2020, and we've never seen that to be the actual case. The reason being is she's buying mega cap stock. So Tesla, Nvidia, Google, Apple, Amazon, even the smaller ones like CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks. These companies are just so big that any retail coming and following along wouldn't be able to increase the stock price. However, recently, as you were talking about, in this most recent filings, she bought a small AI company called Tempest AI, which was the smallest company we've ever seen her buy, which is a $4 billion company market cap. Since she bought on January 14th, the stock is now up 60%. And we think this is starting to happen of what you're talking about with the Pelosi effect, where the people copy trading on our platform isn't pushing up the price. But I think hedge funds and the majority of Wall Street now is paying attention and staying and making sure that they have some money alongside her too now.
So let me get this right. She buys a small AI stock and boom, it shoots up 60% in value. Either she's a psychic or she knows exactly what's coming next. And here's where it gets even crazier, because so many people copy Pelosi's trades. She actually moves the market. She doesn't just predict price changes, she creates them.
So the folks who've been following you since the beginning have made a ton of money just tracking and copying the Pelosi trade?
Yep. I mean, so all this is verifiable on the app. You can go check it out. It's autopilot. We're not cherry picking data. Since we've been tracking her on July 8th, 2021, her portfolio is up 93%. And we have around $300 million. It's insane to say. We have $300 million copy trading a Nancy Pelosi portfolio. And in that, we have around $30 million of profits for our clients that have invested alongside her over the past 3 years.
When you call them our clients, is this, are you actually a trader, or are you just running an X account, where they can see what's happening?
No, so we took this to a whole nother level. It started out as an X account, and now we're a registered investment advisor. We have not only Pelosi, we also have
$30 million in profit, a 93% success rate. That's better than hedge funds, Wall Street billionaires, and professional traders. There's only one way to win that consistently: cheating. This isn't a conspiracy theory. Even hedge funds, some of the smartest investors in the world, are tracking Pelosi's trades. Why? Because they know she's gaming the system.
Dan Crenshaw, he's been doing well for our clients. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she's been doing well with these smaller stocks. And we're now partnering with other creators to launch their own strategies, where we now have like a Trump strategy that follows whoever donated the most money to Trump's inauguration campaign. We created an index of the top companies that did that. That started a couple of days ago, so we don't have information on how it's doing. But
Nancy Pelosi isn't just a politician. She's a financial criminal in a suit. She's made millions off inside knowledge while regular investors get left behind. This is not democracy. This is government-enabled fraud. Guys, tell me what you think. Should members of Congress be banned from stock trading? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're tired of this corruption, hit like and subscribe, because this is just part one of the Thieves of Wall Street.